on a quiet street not far from the former residence of the U.S. ambassador, lives a 75-year-old Swiss man who the U.S. government says is a terrorist. The company he helped direct was even targeted publicly by President Bush.
Taqwa is an association of offshore banks and financial management firms that have helped Al-Qaeda shift money around the world.
The United States has listed you basically as a terrorist. Were you surprised to see your name on that list?
No, I was just laughing because it's absolutely stupid. It's not even a lie, it's stupid.
Ahmed Huber may have laughed, but the U.S. government is dead serious. It has frozen Huber's assets and is pressuring the Swiss government to arrest him for being part of the Al-Qaeda money network, alleging that Al-Taqwa management, later called Nada management, funneled money to Islamic terrorist groups through a complex scheme of offshore banking. Huber was on the company's board of directors.
I have never seen anything which was lousy or not correct or suspicious, because I could not have afforded to be part of something doubtful.
That is because, according to critics, Huber has a very doubtful past.
You see, here is a room where I read.
One only has to take a tour of his study.
It is Osama bin Laden who laughs.
There is a smiling bin Laden next to a stern Adolf Hitler, all situated below a photograph of the Ayatollah Khomeini. And, oh yes, there is one other bit of memorabilia.
This piece here is a piece from the house of Hitler on Obersalzberg, from the kitchen.
Huber, if you haven't guessed, is an admirer of Adolf Hitler, and he is a convert to Islam, has been for 40 years. However, far from a simple convert, counter-terrorist experts believe that Ahmed Huber is the living, breathing embodiment of a dangerous alliance of neo-Nazi and Islamic extremists, a coalition united in its hatred of America and Jews, a coalition known as the Third Position. Author Michael Reynolds has been tracking the Third Position and Ahmed Huber for years.
Herr Huber has spent the last 12 years diligently, tirelessly moving this coalition forward. And in that sense, of course he's dangerous, because this movement, at the end of the day, only sees violence.
Huber forged close ties to the Ayatollah Khomeini and the Iranian Revolution.
What did you think of Khomeini? You met him, correct?
Yes, he was a fantastic man.
At the same time, he worked with extreme right-wing politicians like France's Jean-Marie Le Pen and Germany's neo-Nazi party, the NPD. Now, Huber is after a new generation of believers.
Hitler has always said, the only religion I respect is Islam, and the only prophet I admire is Muhammad. This is very interesting. When I tell this to young Muslims or to young so-called neo-Nazis, then they drop from their chairs.
Huber's critics worry that growing numbers of third positionists could forge a new transnational terrorist threat.
Huber's connections go from Tehran to the United States to Germany.
Huber insists he is not anti-Semitic, just anti-Zionist. However, his statements suggest otherwise.
We say United States of America. We say Jew Europe.
Huber says he admires the American people, not their government, and rejects terrorism. But listen to what he says about the September 11th Pentagon attack.
If they kill a few American generals in the Pentagon, I don't feel very sorry, because these guys have done a lot of trouble in the Muslim world and the Third World.
And on the subject of Al-Qaeda?
Al-Qaeda is a very honorable organization. I mean, apart from some things they did.
Bin Laden and Hitler, two men Huber admires, two agendas rooted in hate and embraced as one. The Third Position, an emerging threat with dangerous potential.